Your subconscious is actually supposed to be creating mental wellness. Every single day, every single moment of your life, your mind is supposed to be looking for the best, bringing in the good, supporting you, and helping you cultivate a truly safe, beautiful, wonderful, and growing reality for yourself that is based on your highest good. That is what is waiting for you when you step into your era of mental wellness. That is what is waiting for you when you heal your subconscious wounds. And that is what is waiting for you when you decide to finally get your mind in alignment with what it is supposed to be doing. So let's dive in and do that together. So far in this video series, we have explored what the subconscious is, what to do when your subconscious is doing things you don't like it to be doing, what you absolutely should not do if you want your subconscious to change, and now we're ready to talk about what our subconscious is actually meant to do. Your subconscious mind, which if you haven't watched the first video, it is actually just your internal programming of how reality works and who you are and how things are just supposed to go. If you want that to be doing something different for yourself, usually our main motivator is that we want to get away from our mind doing something awful that makes us feel bad. Depression, anxiety, living with unhealed trauma, and all of the consequences and the relationship patterns and issues that come out of that roughly fall in the category of mental health. I believe you finding this video, and me and so many of us, we have been working on our mental health for so long. We've pretty much got it down, but deep down, we still take this perspective. We really believe that things are going to crash at some point, right? We don't actually know that this thing is going to stay upright. We don't know that the ship is going to keep sailing. We're so good at bailing ourselves out that we've forgotten how to just sail. And I want to encourage you, I want to let you know that there's a little treat here. I want to invite you, like that's not what the video is about, but I'm going to invite you to come to a workshop that is free, that I give out on a regular basis. You come join me live and we actually go into your subconscious and we reprogram your subconscious to enter your mental wellness era. So if that is something that interests you, come sign up in the link below. It's free. It's just a fun way for us to gather. So come to the next live workshop where I'm going to, actually drop us in and reprogram our subconscious that we're entering our mental wellness era. But in order to get your subconscious to accept this new way of being, to accept this state of beliefs, first we have to help it bring down its operating system that's going to conflict with that. We have to help our mind understand that we actually no longer need it to hold on to the program of mental health. So first of all, let's talk about what your mind actually is supposed to be doing. Our minds evolved in peace. We evolved in tribes that were actually thriving. We had enough to eat. Maybe we had some conflict with the other tribes, but our needs were met. We had safe, healthy, loving relationships. We had a place on earth. We were provided for, and we had a real structure to our reality that provided deep safety. And I'm not just talking about humans. I'm talking about like the evolution of the brain. The brain evolved to do two things. One, live in peace and thrive and eat and poop and live with the land. And two, to get the hell away from danger. That's your stress response. Your fight, flight, freeze, fawn, who knows what the F else. The truth is that in our modern society, we all know we're living in the type 2, in the stress response all of the time, which is not what our mind was designed to do. And not only are we living in the stress response, but we're living in a society that isn't safe, isn't loving, isn't going to catch us, where we don't have a place. We don't understand our place on earth. We're disconnected from life itself. We're disconnected from ourselves. We're disconnected from each other. And we are just forced into a culture that promotes as much stress as possible. Your mind didn't evolve to support that. It evolved to use that mechanism for a very short period of time. So what this ends up doing is decreasing our lifespan, making our lives suck a lot, and it also completely wrecks our mental health. I have ended up, and I have pulled myself out of many times, depression, anxiety, and all kinds of patterns that come from unhealed trauma inside of me. And if you're watching this video, I'm sure you have too. And not only did I pull myself out of those states, live in them, pull myself out of those states, but I started doing everything I could to make sure my mental health was fine, was safe, was good. And here's where we're going to start to understand that there's a difference between mental health journey and mental wellness. Mental health is where we are spending our lives knowing deep down that we could lose our mental health at any time. The anxiety could come back, or it's at a low level right here, right now. The depression could come back. All of these traumatic behaviors and stuff could come back. We don't even know when we're doing them. We're constantly finding more of them. Mental health is where we actually decide we're not going to let those things happen, and we specifically do so many things to make sure that we're okay. We're above board. We're above level, and we may end up changing our entire life in that pursuit. But what I want to tell you is that it's time for an upgrade. There is something on the other side of this. You're ready to graduate. You're ready to move on from just pursuing your mental health being okay. There is something better and more for you, which is a life of mental wellness. Now, you're going to need the tools, you're going to need the skills, but you have to actually change your entire mindset to step into your mental wellness era. Your mental wellness era is an era where you are living embodied. You feel safe in your body. Because your mind, all these neurons aren't just in your brain, they're in your entire body and all of your muscles sensing the entire world, all of your senses. It's not just if your brain chemistry is okay, it's whether you are safe. Are you out of the stress response? You're going to be living most of your life in safety, in wellness, and thriving. You're going to have a very healthy sense of self, a very healthy sense of reality, a very healthy sense of money. It's not just you feel these things, you actually are healthy. You do have healthy money coming into your life. You're holding it, you're spending it in a healthy way. This is the upgrade for you. This is what mental wellness is. This is what it looks like to live in deep mental wellness. Oh my gosh. I'm feeling so emotional. Like, this is the dream. This is the goal. And it's not just some dream. All of us deep down in ourselves, we know this is how we're supposed to be because this is how our bodies evolved. This is how life on earth is supposed to be. All right? So, the game of living with mental wellness is very different from the game of living with mental health. Now that you are entering your time of mental wellness, you are going to need to do the things that are different. You're going to need to do the things that support mental wellness, and you're going to start to forget a little bit about gripping on to the fear your mental health is going to disappear. When you are entering this era, or I should say now that you're entering this era, and if you want to solidify this in your subconscious, come to my free workshop where we're going to go deep, and I'm going to activate your subconscious acceptance of your mental wellness era. Here's what you actually need to do to solidify this mental wellness state in your life. What you need to do is only 3 things. 1, you need to keep your eyes open. You need to be aware of what is happening inside of yourself. You need to look at yourself like a scientist. You can't say to yourself, oh, some of the things I feel, I don't want to look at them. Some of these thoughts I have, I don't want to see. You have to just let yourself see all of it without judgment, without fear, because all of it is information that is going to help you heal the deepest part of yourself and move forward into greater mental wellness. Which leads us to the second point. You are going to be on a journey of reclaiming yourself. All the parts of yourself that have felt separated, have felt disconnected from each other, from your body, from your heart, from your ability to think and plan, from your own soul, from the earth itself, from good, healthy relationships, from money, from what you actually deserve to be living in, thriving, living in mental wellness. You're going to have to help every single part of you that doesn't feel okay with that over to the other side. And this is what I teach. So I teach you how to see into your subconscious. I teach you how to understand what your subconscious beliefs actually look like. You're going to see exactly what you truly believe on a subconscious level about yourself, and you're going to be able to see it visually and map out not just where you're injured, but you're going to be able to map out how to get from your most damaged state, you're probably not living in anymore, but at one point you were, you're not fully healed from it yet, all the way to your most whole state, your most mentally sound, and well state all the way, not just in this general belief you have about yourself and how things should be, but actually the functional state of each one of your core beliefs. And that's what we've been talking about in this series, right? We've been talking about what core beliefs are. They're actually the pillars of our subconscious. And if you try to change one of these core beliefs without its permission, without it feeling safe to do that, it will fight to defend itself. And that's what we do, really, when you come take my course, is we go talk to those walls. We talk to the blocks. We help them come down. We heal the painful wound that is inside. And as that is healed, not only do we let that go and say, okay, I'm ready for a new belief, but we actually specifically go in live every week together and install the new, safe, healthy, mentally well core beliefs for ourselves. And that is how you bridge the gap from one side to the other. So I'm going to tell you one last thing, my friend, before I invite you to come join me for my free workshop and come join me in the online course. If you're ready to transform the way that your mind works at the level it actually needs, at the level of the pillars of your subconscious. The last thing I'll say is that you're meant to be doing so much more than thriving. Thriving should be the baseline of your life. It is just the next platform you're going to stand on to truly activate your soul gifts and be who you came to be here in this life. The next version of yourself. I know you can feel calling. So if that part of you is calling for you to make a change, then I want to just encourage you to come sign up and come to the next mental wellness activation workshop. We're going to go deep. We're going to program this into our subconscious. We're going to spend a moment together talking about what really happens deep inside and what we want. Not just for ourselves, but for our deepest soul plan and for the world, for the planet, and for all of life. If that resonates with you, welcome. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. I believe in you so deeply. And yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me for the series. Come join me for the free workshop and come check out the course, Heal Your Core Beliefs, and come work with me to change your subconscious at its level, at the deepest level, at the level of your core beliefs. I love you. I believe in you, and I'll see you there.